here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Number 28.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Raiders 14. Panthers nothing.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set. Boy, till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got them buckets. With the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater steps away to his left. And his pass, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Let's go, D. Mike 7. Mike 7. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a 1st. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Touchdown, defense. Shift.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
14. Panthers 11.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd and 11. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Balaj. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Darius Taylor on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Las Vegas.
1st down, Mariota. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 29-yard line.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Panthers.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He gets away from one. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for Carolina. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Panthers 18, Raiders 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Shaq Thompson. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's the end of
And we're back now in Charlotte.
the score. Panthers.
And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Balaj out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
First down.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle.
The Raiders.
No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Panthers 18.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Waters pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Josh Jacobs of Darius Taylor on the tackle. It's a gain of 17 yards. And
Mariota on first down. Dancing to his left. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The handoff.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Boston.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Balaj. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On third down, Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. There we go.
Mariota to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Las Vegas.
Here's Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Raiders.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Las Vegas, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.